Okay, I'm so excited. It is November the 1st, right? Yes, November the 1st. It feels like all of these months truly are just going crazy and running together because time is flying fast and our team is on fire. And if you're not on my direct downline, our whole team is on fire. Like our whole organization. If that's not a feeling you have inside of you, I want you to change that right now, because I don't care what you say, whether your team is on fire, whether you're on fire. I want you to think, if you go and stand by a fire, are you going to get hot? Yeah, you're going to get hot. And so right now you've got to decide that you're going to show up, and you're going to show up to the fire. And we are the fire. I'm going to surround myself with like-minded women who are ready to run, and men, sorry. I know there's guys on here too. I always say that, that are ready to run and that are going to make me the best version of myself, because then I'm the best mom, I'm the best friend, and I could go on and on forever. So the things I'm going to tell you right now, are what you need to be doing in order to grow your business and grow your paycheck. And y'all, I've already seen some insane money in this business, and you just got to want it, and you got to follow through with these action steps. So I'm going to talk about things that are all over the place. I highly encourage you to have a pen and be writing this down, because if it's something you don't know, it's something that you're going to want to know so you can duplicate yourself. The biggest mistake I've ever made in this industry is not duplicating myself, and it will fail miserably. So you've got to get this down so you can take this and become, for lack of better words, a badass, and go and help everybody else become the same way, okay? So I'm going to talk you through a lot of things. Some of them may be all over the place. Bear with me, but this is how my brain works. Number one, when you sign somebody up, you have to bring them to the fire immediately. I do not care what you think. I do not care if you think the chats are overwhelming. I do not care if you think that they don't know English. I don't care, because who are you to deny them the resources and tools that they need to hit the ground running? Okay? Please, if you're joining, make sure you're muted. So number one, when you bring somebody in this organization, you bring them to the fire, you bring them to the table. You have to do that. That means you are putting them in every group chat that you're a part of. That means that you are putting them on the team pages. That means that you are tagging them in the things to get them going. I'm going to be real with you. You're not reading it to them. And I will not bring you into this organization and read stuff to you. If I have to go look it up for you, you're being lazy. If your leader has to go look it up for you, you're not being a business owner, period, okay? And I'm just being real with you. I get messages all day long, and here's why. I want you to stop and think, what is the one thing I just told you? You have to duplicate yourself. If you message me, what are the ingredients in something, okay? Then you go and sign 20 girls. And you don't teach them these things, and you have not gone and made yourself a good business owner, guess what? You're going to have messages all day. Is there gluten in this? Is there this in this? No, that is not making anybody money. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you can look it up, don't message me or your leader, because you've got to go and you've got to be a self-starter. If you look it up and you say, I don't know what this ingredient is, that's different. And I'm going to start being a tougher love person. And I know your leaders are too, because our team's exploding. A million questions that you can go find on your own, but I will always point you in the right direction. I will always make sure that I bring you to the fire immediately. But guess what? You've got to go and you've got to read it, and you have got to educate yourself. And I mean, y'all, people ask me all the time, what does this mean in the comp plan? What do? I have to go pull it. So if I have to go pull it, you need to go pull it, because I'm learning too. And certain things that I don't care about, and I'm not saying that rude, but everyone's personality is different. So you've got to figure out what you want to become an expert on and what's most important to you. We get paid to do two things. We get paid to sign up customers, and we get paid to sign up promoters. I'm going to talk about the VIP rules for about 2 minutes, because they're listed in your back office, okay? Period. If your team's messing up on hitting their VIPs, or you are, it is because you didn't read. Because me explaining it to you is, you have to go, you have to read it. So you need to bring everyone in, show them where these rules are. I tell my people, here you go, I'll send it to them or I'll tag them on the team page, but it's up to them to read it, okay? People are missing their VIPs left and right, and y'all, that's leaving money on the table. Your VIPs are, you need 4 promoters and 4 customers. The promoters have to buy a package. It's in the rules. It's written clearly. The customers have to sign up on auto shipment. It's in the rules. If you're making that mistake, I've seen it. I see it every single day. It's because you didn't read it, okay? Know that. Teach your team that. Teach your team to go and pull that. If you don't know something, stop and go and find the answer to it. And then, sorry, whoever's not muted, if you can please mute yourself. I have ADD so bad. Hold on, I'm gonna have to find who it is. Okay. But the thing is, I'm going to bring you to the fire. You know how to get into your back office. You know where things are on the team page. You're going to have to dig. People say, explain the back office to me. Y'all, nobody explained it to me, and that's not me going, you're on your own. That's me saying, go play around in there. You're not going to mess anything up. If you have certain questions about the comp plan, go and print it. And here's why. I have to look at it all the time.
Courtney, you can go ahead and click to mute everybody and then click the option where it doesn't allow them to unmute themselves.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you, Steph, because I am like, you already know how I am. Okay, so, and I mean that with sincere love. And here's why, guys. You will never come and run in this company if you are getting caught up on the little things. Know the details. Know the things that are going to make or break your paycheck. But I always say, start putting people in the computer. Know how to put them in the computer, and then we can figure out the rest, okay? So VIPs, you should be teaching someone as soon as they come in. Here's what the VIPs are. Send them to that link. Give that link to them. They should know the minute they enroll. The minute they enroll, they should be added to team chats. They should be added to the team page. It is, like, I'll say it again for those of you who weren't on here, it is not up for you to decide that that's overwhelming for them. I tell my girls all the time, the team chats are for you as a resource. They are not for you to sit and read all day. Do not get on there and answer a million questions. That's what I'm for, Steph's for, Dustin's for. And I'm not saying because we're better. It's because we have more experience. I have more time. I can check on it and answer things a little bit easier. Don't let that overwhelm you. You go do you. You work on building your business. You jump on there when you have a question that's a resource for you. So know your back office. Get in there. I will never sit there and play around with your back office with you until it's time to do something. Here's why. I want you to think, if you got something in the mail that was the instructions for a toy house that you were getting 3 weeks from now, would it be more important to go and clean out your playroom where that's going to go, or to sit there and read the instructions? It makes no sense. So don't worry about the things that do not matter to your immediate goals, okay? So you should know your VIPs left and right. If you don't, go learn it tonight. That is the staple of this company. Hear me when I say this. Your VIP window is 14 days. Your goal every month is to do the things how do I want to say this? If you're with a previous company, we called it steps to success. So your goal is to have those action steps every month. That does not mean that you have to go in order to rank up, in order to do anything to hit your VIPs over and over. What I'm telling you is that a VIP, to hit it, is a formula for success, okay? So every month you should be focused on 4 new customers, 4 new promoters, and teaching them to go get their VIPs, right? So when you think about VIP 800, VIP 1600, that is laid out in a PDF. Know it backwards and forwards. Know the rules. Be able to teach your girls that. Your second promotion is 4K. All the rest of the promotions is a number. 4K means $4,000 in volume. 12K means $12,000 in volume. 40K means $40,000 in volume. 80K, that's all that means. So if you say, what does 12K look like? 12K looks like you going and putting a lot of people in the computer over and over and over, bringing in team members and teaching them to hit their VIPs. Okay? That's what that looks like. It doesn't look, there's no secret magic to it. So when I say go and get 4 more promoters, it's not because you have to do that every month. After you go VIP 1600, you could sign 2 rock stars and they could bring in $1 million each, and then you're 12K. You just need to know that we get paid to do 2 things: bring in customers and bring in promoters, and then teach those promoters to hit their VIPs. It is as simple as that. Do not overcomplicate it. There is no special formula. You do need to be balanced, but that's something that we will talk about once that is appropriate. You're not going to become unbalanced unless you get in your back office and you start moving people around, right? I'm not going to teach you that tonight. That's not efficient with our time. What I will do, what Steph does, what Dustin does, I never make moves without somebody else's eyeballs on it. Ever, ever, ever. It's not because I'm stupid. It's not because I don't know how. It's because another set of eyes see things that you don't see. So when you're closing in and your volume's where it needs to be, that's when you say, hey, like Steph's like, all right, Court, let's get on the computer. Let's look at my back office. She screenshot me her numbers. Then we come up with a game plan. That needs to be worried about like the last day of the month or the day before, okay? What you have to focus on, just signing customers, signing promoters, and teaching people to hit their VIPs. And know what your next goal is as far as rank goes. That doesn't mean anything different though. Like 12K doesn't mean you have to have 16 people, right? And here's the deal, y'all. In your back office, there are graphics. There's a wheel, and it tells you exactly what you need. It tells you the volume you need. It tells you if you're lacking a promoter that's qualified. It tells you if you're lacking a customer. It is right there. You just have to log in and go look at that. I look at that 20 million times a day. I am going to share my screen with you really quick, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, I want you to know exactly what I'm talking about. And some of you, this may make no sense to you, and that is okay. That is okay. So when I log in, okay, I'm going to go to the search menu right here, and I'm actually going to search somebody I just signed up a minute ago. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around, but this is what I want to tell you. So if you are helping your team meet their VIPs, you should be looking at their VIP report every day. Nicole signed up. I'm going to go right here to her VIP report. It ends on November 15th. Okay. Tonight when I get off here, I'm about to teach her what all of this means and how she's going to get this money before Christmas. Okay. You should be pulling this every day on your teammates or on yourself. Okay. Right here, your volume starts over every month until orders repopulate. So right now, I know that I am almost to 4K again. I know I've got plenty of personal volume, and I know I have plenty of active legs. This right here is like your key to your map, okay? Those are things that you need to be looking at every single day. Over here are all of your resources. Your resource. Oh, hold on. Yes, I want it to share. Is Steph, hold on. Is it sharing? Will you message me and let me know? Hold on. Oh, it's not sharing. Sorry. I was like, crap. Okay. Back up. Sorry about that. So we're going to go back over here. Okay. Right here is your legend to your map. Right here. This tells you exactly what your next rank is. Your rank starts over every single month, but you have to remember auto ships are going to populate. So right now, I know this is my next rank. I know this looks good. This looks good, okay? Go back up here in your search bar. You should be pulling this on yourself or on your new team members every day. I'm going to go back to Nicole because I thought y'all could see. Sorry about that. Nicole, I hope you don't mind me using you. Nicole just signed like 10 minutes ago. I'm going to go and I'm going to pull her report. I'm going to write on my calendar, Nicole, November 15th. I'm going to have a conversation with her immediately tonight so she knows exactly how to hit these VIPs and what we're working on and how I can support her. And then I'm checking this and I'm checking this constantly so that she knows exactly where she is. I know where she is. And here's the deal, guys. She hits her VIPs. I don't get some magic bonus. This is for her. I want her to understand this so she can take this and duplicate it, because this is whenever you start working for other people's lives and to change other people's lives. Okay? Over here, all of your resources. You want to know what's in something? Over here, pull it. All of these are going to show you all the ingredients. Down here is your comp plan. All of these things are at your fingertips. You cannot mess anything up. What you can mess up is your waiting room. Okay, I have all these people in my waiting room. I'm not going to show you all their names. I will never, ever, hold on, let me take off screen share. Like I said, I will never make moves without a sponsor or a friend looking at it with me, because it's critical. You have to make the best business moves. I will never, y'all, my sister's on my team. I don't even build my sister. And I don't mean that rude. She'll never hear this anyways, because she'll never do this business. But, you know, she's on my team. You have to make business moves, period. Okay? And if I'm all over the place, please bear with me. I just have so much I want to teach you. We do not enroll people under other people's accounts. Ever, except for one time only, and that is if it's your husband. And if you and your husband are fighting or you don't even like him, then I wouldn't do that. Okay? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious, because you don't want to screw yourself. Here's the deal. I want you to follow me. Once you get a certain rank, you get check matched. Okay? So I bring in Rachel, and I love Rachel. She's just so nice, and she just can't get her VIPs. I'm just going to do it for her. No! Here's why. You're going to breed laziness. Everybody's capable. You're going to teach them how to do it. You're going to teach them how to do it, because guess what? You sign up Susie Q, who rocks it. They're personally enrolled to Rachel. Rachel's getting check matched. This may not make any sense to you right now. It will soon. My number one piece of advice is you don't get people's VIPs for them. You teach them how to get them. Because if you came from where we came from, it breeds a culture of laziness. It doesn't empower me if you're giving me stuff. Do I place under people for when they need to promote? Absolutely. I will always work with my workers. I will never let a girl miss a promotion they're inches away from, ever, ever, ever. But I will never enroll that person under that person's account. Like last month, I didn't even go get my husband's VIP reset because I wanted to be on the leaderboard, right? So my biggest piece of advice is you got to duplicate yourself, not do it for them, okay? And I'm not saying, like, y'all, when I first signed up, I'm like thinking, I'm going to give people things, right? Because that's where a lot of us came from, that mindset. It doesn't work like that anymore. That's not, you're not going to make money. It's not a smart business move. So, when should you sign your spouse? I just have a list of random things, okay? You should sign your spouse when you like them, okay? And you should sign your spouse after your VIP period. Here's why. I sign up, I sign my husband up. I order a pack, he orders a pack. Woo, he counts for one of my VIPs. Guess what? Both of our tickers for the 14 days started ticking. I got a lot of weight on my shoulders right now. Okay, be smart. If you're signing up your spouse, be smart. Sign them up after you go and crush your goals, because if not, you could totally miss it altogether. Okay, I want you to be smart. If you're wondering, I had a girl today that was like, my mom wants to be a customer. This is what she wants to order. First thing I did, got on a Zoom with her. I pulled her VIP report and I said, you don't need a customer, you need a promoter. There's no difference in the price. So be smart, have somebody else's eyes on things. Don't ever be afraid to ask us to jump on the computer and look at stuff to help you, because I'm learning, but I've learned because I've made some mistakes, and like, take our mistakes and don't make the same mistakes. Okay. Again, be resourceful. I can't say that enough with love. I mean that. I want you to think of your child. And if you're not a mom, I don't know, think of when you were a kid. Think of if it's easier to do things for people, period. If I have it saved in my phone, it's so much easier. But guess what? Then that person's whole team's going to message me, and that person's never going to learn where things are. So you have to, and I am so guilty of that, y'all, because I am the like yellow bleeding heart person that's like, oh, let me just, no, because it's not duplicatable. And please don't make the same mistake I made in my last company. Like, I would just do everything for everyone, not because I'm cool. I didn't duplicate myself, and it was the biggest mistake of my career. But I'm learning, okay, I'm going to teach them where the things are, so then they can go and teach girls where they are. I'm not going to do it for them. I'm not going to read it to them. I'm not going to read it for them. Show them, point them into the right direction. Guys, I want you to think of, like, when I was a teacher, I used to tell kids when I taught first grade, if you can't tie your shoe, you better have asked 3 friends before you come to me. So if you need help with something, you better, like, there was a girl tonight and she said, I've looked here, here, and here. I don't understand this. That's a business owner. That's being resourceful, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you blow up and you have 300 and something people on your team like I do, I can't answer 300 and something text messages about where's this, where's that, and duplicate myself and teach you to grow your team. Because you're sitting here waiting to know if something has gluten in it. Go look it up, okay? I'm telling you that because I want you to explode, and I want you to help your girls explode. Layered leadership is critical. If not, you're a hamster on a wheel. Don't be a hamster. Empower these girls. Empower these guys that join your team. You empower them by showing them where things are and how to do things. Again, keep it simple. We enroll customers and we enroll promoters. That's it. The more we enroll, the higher we promote. So like this month, I'm going for 80K. How was that different than last month? It's not. I just got to go enroll more people. That's it. My focus is still the exact same. Now I am working with some of my leaders now and going, okay, who's going to be my 40K? Not like, oh, because Steph's one of my very strong legs. I know Steph's going to be one of my 40Ks, not because I love her. I do love her, but I have to go and look and goal set and know my team. I'm not sitting here looking at my team going, I'm going 200K. That's not realistic. You shouldn't have just joined yesterday and go, I'm going 200K. That you got to look at where you are, okay? I would love for you to bust out a 200K in a month, but I'm saying we have to have realistic goals because then we have action steps. So what you've got to do is keep it simple. Go and look at your team, look at where they are, and help them set those simple goals for themselves, right? What is their next move? So Steph is 12K. What's going to look different from her going 40K? Nothing. She's going to go bust it. She may bust it a little harder. I know I'm probably going to bust it. I called it No Sleep November. But nothing else changes. The same 2 things make us money, make us promote, okay? I'm going to tell you another thing I've learned and a huge mistake I made in this industry. I married my follow-up list. Stop. Don't marry a follow-up list. I'm going to be very transparent with you right now. I don't have one anymore. And I was the number 14 enroller in the entire company last month for a reason, because I was forward focused. I'm so forward focused and I'm so focused on my IPAs that I'm converting 5 new people into friends from Instagram onto my Facebook every day. I don't have time to sit and haggle with you if you want to change your life or not. When you're ready, I'm there. When you're ready to get healthy, I'm there. I know who you are. I've clicked close friends on my Facebook page, or I've clicked whatever, I don't know, Tina, maybe you know, whatever it's called on Instagram, like alert me notifications. But y'all, I don't pull out a list every day and go, well, I haven't talked to Susie in 3 days. And no, like you have to be like a train and you're going. It doesn't mean we're running people over, but what it means is I will never put all my eggs in one basket. I will put 90% of my time into funneling new people into my life and 10% into following up. Now, the only time I focus on following up is if, you know, like let's say Amanda's like, Court, I get paid on Friday. Girl, I'm ordering. We're in Messenger. I set up a, what is it called? Oh, I don't know. Whatever it's called, start a plan. I'll do like start a plan and I'm like ordering Thrive on Friday. That's it. All right, girl, have a good week. I'm done. I'm not going to say that's it. The thing goes off on Friday and I'm like, you ready to get your order in? Guess what? I've already grown my network by 500 people in between now and then. I'm not going, oh, she's going to order on Friday and I only need one more person for my VIP and it ends on Saturday. Bull. Like, no, you cannot think like that at all. That's like it being Christmas Day and you ordering something on Amazon, right? And it's almost Christmas Day and it says, girl, we are delivering that Christmas morning. Don't worry. Really? You're going to put all your eggs in that basket, not buy your kids any other presents? No, you're going to find a way to go and make it happen. You have got to work with such a sense of urgency that you are, and if it shows up, great. If Amanda was to order that Friday, fantastic. I'm above and beyond where I wanted to be. But you have got to be funneling in way more people than you're following up with. My follow-up list, it's electronic. It is putting a notification in my phone and that's it. I am constantly building new relationships that are meaningful. So if you've married a hundreds list and you sleep with it next to your bed, you need to divorce it now and you need to let go because it will never make you $1 million. If you have 100 people, they're probably not going to make you $1 million. And if they're on that list and you follow it up, you probably need to just like, you know, move on. I'm telling you that because I used to carry my hundreds list with me in my purse. I slept with it on my nightstand. I'd highlight it. I would tally mark how many times I talked to them or liked their picture. That didn't make me any money. What made me money last month is by meeting all these new people. Y'all, I want to tell you that there was a month in my last company when I signed 58 loyal customers. Guess what? I knew 0 of them. And 100% of them were brand new people that I talked to that month off of Instagram. So I'm a numbers person. That lets me know people want to say the fortunes in the follow-up. I'm just going to say take that with a grain of salt. And if that's all you focus on, you're going to miss out on the whole entire world that's out there. Unless you have like a follow-up list that has 7 billion names on it, then we need to talk separately, okay? I want you to think about why you're not closing people. And I'm going to tell you, and I've had some very tough love conversations. You're either saying too much, you are all but begging, you look desperate, and you're not moving fast enough. Okay? I have seen girls that are like, come on. I want you to stop and think if you came from a different company or if you weren't like 2 feet jumping in the deep end like I was, right? Most people aren't like that. I'm crazy. I do that in life in general. A lot of people aren't like that. I want you to think about how you got in this business. And if you were scared, and I'm going to tell you this, I did jump in with 2 feet, but when I was on the Zoom with Dustin never said, oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, that's silly. You'll be fine. This is so much better. He never said those things to me. Do not say those to your potentials. If they're converting or if they're nervous, the best thing and my number one piece of advice as a former principal is to shut your mouth and listen. Listen to what people are telling you. Are they scared? Do they not have the money? Are they telling you they don't know people? Stop and listen to them. They will tell you exactly what they're afraid of or what's holding them back. Then validate them. Validate them. Don't tell them, oh, it's silly you think that now, but wait till you get to the other side. Well, they're not on the other side. Whether they're coming from another company, whether they're just scared, you have got to stop all of the, but you can do this. Let's do this. Come on, come to this. No, I'm going to give you a perfect example. There is two perfect examples. There is this girl, and she messaged me tonight, and we were supposed to video chat. Okay? Time is money. Money is time. I will never say that someone's not worth my time, but I'll ask if they're worth my hourly rate. And what I mean by that is this is a business. If you're willing to work with me, you are worth more than my hourly rate. If you are running me in circles, I am going like this with money out the window. Okay, so there was a girl and she was supposed to get on a Zoom with me. 10 minutes went by and she's like, hey, I don't think I can Zoom. What are you doing tomorrow? You know what? I really think she'd be awesome. It doesn't matter what I think. It's what she thinks. She doesn't want this. She's not taking it seriously. So instead, I sent her a message and I said, look, if you're serious about making a change in your life, here's a Zoom I'm doing tomorrow. I'm doing an opportunity Zoom. Here's my code. Spaces are limited. If you get on, great. We can talk afterwards. And then I'm on to talking to new people. Guess what? Nicole signed tonight because I wasn't so hung up on the fact that me and this girl were supposed to talk and no, let's get on later. I'm constantly checking and moving and going forward. Another girl, which I'm not going to lie, I did maybe shed a couple of tears, messaged me. We were supposed to Zoom. She owns her own food prep company. And she's like, I know I could sell this. Like, I have all wealthy clients, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, she ghosted me. She didn't even block me, which is worse. I wish she would have just blocked me. She just ghosted me. Like, she's still posting. She's still my friend on Facebook. She's still my friend on Instagram. Guess what? She don't want it. Do I want her? Heck yeah, I want her. She can watch me. Because I'm still moving forward and I'm still making money. Sitting there and saying, why aren't you talking to me? I thought you really wanted that. No, bull. Because then we totally devalue ourselves. We have something that's valuable. We are constantly moving forward and we are constantly funneling in new people and talking to them. That's where we make money. That's where we change lives. I can change lives. I can't change minds. And that's what you've got to tell yourself. You can change lives. You can't change minds. I cannot change your mind. If you want to go eat at Cece's Buffet every day and be fat for the rest of your life, and I don't mean fat in a rude way, I mean unhealthy, okay? I can't change your mind, but if you're ready, I can change your life. And that's got to be your mentality when you talk to people. People tell you it's too expensive. I can't change your mind on that. I can change your life if you're ready, though. And when you have that mindset, you'll stop the whole gerbil on the wheel and you'll be talking to new people and more people and your excitement will come back. Because if not, you might as well be walking around your neighborhood talking to like trees. That's not exciting. That's not fun. Another thing that I'm going to say is stop over posting. I see girls that post and then they post 10 minutes later and then they post 3 hours later. And here's why. If you came from where I came from, that was the culture that was bred there. We were actually taught to post every hour on the hour on multiple platforms. Here's what I found. It may work for a month. You're going to spam the heck out of people and there's no curiosity there. And the people that are coming to me are like, what are you doing? And what is that patch on you? They want to know. If you do not leave these people curious, they will never talk to you. They don't have anything to talk to you about. You know, give them something to wonder about. I always say this, and a lot of you have probably already heard me, but it's like a man, okay? If you give them everything, or a woman, sorry, I know Terry's on here. Like, you give them, or whoever, whatever other guys are on here. I don't mean to keep going to a woman, man, whatever, like, don't give it all away. You don't go out to eat with, on a date and you're like, well, here's my list of crazy, here is my ring size, and here are the things I'm okay. Like, no, stop. That's what you're doing when you overpost. And whenever you say, I'm wearing a DFT, I did my Thrive Shake, I did my capsules, they cost this much, here's my link. You don't even need to call me. That's what you're saying. People want a relationship. They want to feel something. They want to feel taken care of. I put in 99.9% of every single one of the people that either enter as a customer or as a promoter because people want to be taken care of, okay? But if you give them everything they need to know, you're as good as a billboard that they just drove by. So stop the word vomit and stop like the ads. I see it all the time. If you can post something and it looks even kind of like a graphic and not like a picture out of a magazine, then you're spam. You're spam. And people don't want to see that. People want to see, ooh, what is Shelby wearing now? Or like they want to go, what, like I did, I'm like clicking on her page and she's on my team and I'm like, what in the heck is she drinking for Halloween? Well, guess what? Now I'm on her page. Now I'm looking through and then she's got these sticker things on, right? My curiosity's peaked and I already know her. Think about the people that don't know you that are watching you. If that's one word that I can tell you to run with for the rest of the year, it would be curiosity. Leave people curious and wanting more. If you're posting too much, you're interfering with your own post. This is something Steph taught me. And like, I am so impulsive that I'll come up with a really good post and I'll be like, oh crap, I just posted an hour ago and I have to stop myself. But it doesn't matter if it's like a banging post and I know it doesn't matter. Okay. What matters is if my last post is still getting interaction, let it sit there. I'm going to tell you, don't post more than 3 times a day. You can come up with 20 posts a day. Save them in your phone. But you're like, this is another thing. Sorry, I'm like so ADD that I learned. When people start commenting on your post, don't answer back all of them right at once. So if you post something, it's banging, let it be for an hour. Then jump back on and reply to a couple of people. Then jump back on. Like if you're friends with Stephanie and Tina, sometimes you want to choke them because they do that all the time, right? And you'll get these notifications. And especially Steph, because she'll go back and she'll jump to like all of her posts for the week. And she'll like respond to like one thing and it'll say like Stephanie responded to something you posted on. And it'll be like 20 long, right? Because she's getting her posts back up in people's algorithms, right? I didn't mean that rude. I'm just playing. It's just funny because it's calculated, right? Leave them curious because then what's going to happen is it's going to say, Tina responded to your post. And then it's going to pull it back up, right? And I'm going, oh yeah, that was that post about how she's losing weight. And I didn't have money the other day, so I wasn't going to message her, but I got paid today. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but that's as simple as it is. And that's why we do those kind of things. So if you're posting 20 times a day, like you're killing your Facebook. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to open up the little chat window over here. Sorry. Let me read it really quick. Okay. Two things. Tina, if you think of anything else you want me to hit, or Steph or anyone, put it in the chat box. Another thing, free accounts. Okay. I'm speaking from my heart and I'm speaking from experience. Do not sign somebody up on a free promoter account unless they can come in and kill the game. Period. If Steph contacted me and said, dude, I don't have money till Friday, but I got this and lined up, you better believe I'm going to put her in my computer. But if Susie comes along and she's like, I just don't know, I don't have money, just sign me up, I'll see if I can get a few customers. No. Why? Because your time is your money. And then they're going to do one of two things. They're going to either drive you crazy with questions and never do anything for your business because they're not ready, or they're never going to do anything, and you're going to look at your name and you're going to be like, hey girl, you're in my computer, want to be moved out of my waiting? Like, no, just don't do it, because it brings frustration on so many levels. And I know, like, when I joined, I'm like, oh my God, I'm Oprah, free account for everyone, right? It doesn't make you any money. And then they don't see the value in it. And the most important thing we can do for a customer or a promoter is get them on the products, because then it's game over. You'll never, like, people are like, well, what if you don't get your products for free? Y'all, if my whole business fell apart, I would still be hustling to get these products for free, because they've changed my life. Why the heck wouldn't I? Oh yeah, do not, Tina, that's great. Do not put it's free to join. Never lead with that. Ever, ever, ever. I lead with a $240 pack. Why? Because I want to make a buck? No, because I want you to experience capsules for a month. I want you to experience the DFTs, and I want you to experience the shakes. That's what I signed up for, because I knew I was getting my products for a month, and I knew dang sure I was going to go hustle and bring in 2 customers so I could continue getting them for free. If you say free, I don't know, like, it just, people will never take you seriously. Ever, ever, ever. You keep getting messaged by a bunch of guys just telling you that you're cute. I would ignore all of those messages. I'm so sorry you're having that problem. I don't have that problem. I don't know. Take it as a compliment. So if a guy adds me or he messages me, I'm like very straight up, and I'm like, so are you going to join my team, or did you have a question about my products? And this guy's like, no, I just hit add for the hell of it. And I said, oh, well, I'm very business minded. I thought maybe you were too. Have a nice day. And I carry on, right? I'm married, and even if I wasn't, like, I'm trying to make money, okay? Follow-ups, Amanda, I'm just telling you, like, from my experience, okay? My personal experience, and you have to think, I'm not telling you this because I'm perfect, because I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm telling you this because I am good now at what I do. I do not waste time on follow-ups. I don't have a follow-up list. The only time I consider someone a hot follow-up, and I don't mean hot like the guy that's in that person's inbox. I mean hot like you're a potential, would be if I see value in you as a business partner, and I think you might be ready, and you've given me something to work with, like, I don't get paid till the 15th, or I'm not sure, let me think on it. I'm not sure, let me think on it because I'm moving in a month. Like, you got to give me something to call you back for a second date, okay? If you're a customer of mine, or you're a potential customer, if you, like today, I signed a girl, I'm going to follow up with her. Like, she's been watching me. My results speak for themselves. Either she's ready to get healthy or she's not. And she messaged me, and this is what I said to her. We've talked. She was a customer of mine in a previous company. I did message her when I switched, you know, which is crazy because I could barely sign her on a $39 bottle of supplements, right? So she sees my results. I post my results, and she asked me a couple questions. I'm like, are you ready? She's like, no. You know, should I do the parts separate? Blah, blah, blah. I just kind of left it, answered a few questions, left it completely alone. She messaged me today. How much was it again? This is when I said, it's $190 for a month's supply. Are you ready or not? Thanksgiving will be here, and you can either have your health under control, or you know it's going to spiral out of control during the holidays. Because that's the truth. This is the trifecta of weight gain. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And then I leave it at that. And if she didn't answer me back, I'm not going to chase her, because when you do that, you miss people that are ready. I'm not saying you shouldn't ever follow up, but they got to give you something to work with. They've got to give you something, money. You know, I'll put them in my phone though. I'll just like take my phone, and I might say, either I'll start a plan with them if they tell me, you know, I am going to order, this is when, or I will go, hey Siri, remind me to check back with Misty. She had a bunch of questions. I sent her home with samples. Like, I'm not going to tell Siri all that. I'm just thinking of different things. I'll tell you a perfect example though is Misty. Misty's on here. Misty's one of my teammates now. I saw an insane amount of value in Misty. She's a coach. She's a gym coach. She's fit. I'm like, she'd kill this business. She came over. I talked to her. I could tell she wasn't ready. And I'm like, okay, she's still my friend, right? Didn't bother her again. Gave her a sample. Guess what? Misty called me because I left her curious. She watched me. I didn't hound her. I didn't follow up with her. So it's hard. I think you really have to judge the person. I do not think that you should have some sort of algorithm where you follow up with everyone in 3 days and then in 48. I just don't. I think you've got to listen. Like I said, listen to what they're telling you. Let them know you see value in them as a business partner, or that you have something that's awesome that will change their health, and maybe you post a little geared towards it, and then you just keep going. You keep moving forward. Stephanie says 90% of her enrollments are $240. It's so important. If you talk about it, I know y'all can read this, but I'm just reading it out loud. And that's the deal. I think sometimes we get Julio, it takes energy to go down the stairs. Yep. Yes. I think top-down selling, I think it's so important that we have confidence when we talk to people, because if you're not on the products, you need to get on them yesterday, period. If you are, you know how important or how amazing you'll feel, and it's not hard to talk about. If you're taking your products consistently, they're changing your life, and it's not hard to talk about something you love that makes you feel awesome. Brittany, and that's funny, her brother. Katie, a good one. Yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, and it's so true. And that's the same thing with closing people, with your teammates. So I talked to a girl tonight, and I love this girl. I see so much value in her. She's on my team, and she said, she didn't tell me she was frustrated, but I can tell because she has fire in her belly. And she said, my team's not working. And I said, girl, if I sat there and I tallied up everyone that wasn't working on my team, I'd be sad. Because I got, how many of you are on here? 45, and I'd beg to say 50 of you are even on my team, or 50% of you are even on my team. I have like 300 and something people, right? It's the people that show up that go up, right? So you have to focus on that. And let's just say nobody's showing up. Then you go find somebody that will. Because those people, that's kind of like the devil on your shoulder. I'll never say Susie's not worth my time, but I'll say Susie's not ready. And you just have to know that, and you have to be okay with that, because once it's their time and once they're ready, they'll run. And if they don't, then you don't want them on your team, because we're not cheerleaders, right? We're not Girl Scouts. We're business owners. And if someone's not ready to be a business partner with us, we don't want them in here just because they're pretty, just because their social media is on point, just because they're popular. Doesn't matter if they don't want this. That all of those factors do not matter. I'll say something one more time, and then I promise I won't take up any more of your time. Listen to people. Y'all, I had to take this course in college, and it was for my master's degree whenever I was becoming a principal. And I'm not even kidding you. It was a class on listening. And you would be shocked because all I do is talk. But I had to bring people in and interview them, and I had to video myself. And I got graded on whether I was a good listener or not. That was the hardest class I've ever taken in my life, because I love to talk and I interrupt myself, right? But it taught me so much about myself, and it taught me so much about other people. People join this because they need something, They join it because they can connect with you. If you are shoving something down their throat, whether it's weight loss, whether it's the opportunity, they don't care how you feel. They want to see how you feel. But if you have to think, if they're overweight and they're frustrated with their health and you're like, think about that. And I'm like, well, I've lost 26 pounds. I look fantastic. Look at my stomach. No, like people would be like, get out of here. Like they're not going to feel comfortable. They can't make a connection with you, right? If I sit there and say, oh my God, I've made so much money already. Do I know how much money I've already made? They're going to look at you and think like, you bitch, I can barely even pay my bills right now. I'm struggling so bad. I'm going to have a garage sale to even join you. You have got to stop and you've got to make a connection with these people and listen and empathize with them. Because if you truly care, and I'm not saying that if you've done that, you're wrong. I've made that mistake. I've been like, you want to see my paycheck? Girl, you can come do this with me. They don't think they can. They don't believe in themselves. They're broken. You have to stop and remember people get into this because they're broken and they're looking for a way out. So listen to them and let them lead. Let them lead with their whys. That's all I have. Do y'all have any questions? Sorry, I could talk to y'all all night. I'm super pumped about November. Our team is crushing it, our whole team. If you feel like you're moving slow, if you feel like you are stuck, all I can do is tell you to go look in the mirror and tell yourself you're a badass and you can go and kill this business and go do it. Period. And I'm not going to be the person that sits there and ever tells you, well, you're just not messaging enough people. I'm going to look at you and say, your messages suck. Let's go and dissect them because mine used to suck, okay? I'm not going to sit there and say, well, if you liked 5,000 pictures a day instead of 20, no, I'm going to say, well, what are you liking? Like the guy that takes pictures of geckos all day, are you liking his pictures? Are you being smart about your time? So I truly believe that anybody can rock this business because Terry can connect with people. I can't. Alexis can connect with people. Martha. Everyone's story is different, and that's what makes this business so amazing. You know, I'm not a principal looking for the perfect kindergarten teacher to hire. No, we want a team of a bunch of different people. We want you to go out and be you and be smart. And I'll never tell you to do more of what doesn't work. I'll say what you're doing is not working. Let's go adjust it. Okay. That's all I got. I love y'all so much. Is there really a gecko guy? Shut up, Rachel. Is there really? I don't know. I just totally made that up. I mean, there probably is, right? I love y'all. I believe in y'all. I don't care if you're in my downline, my upline, my sideline. I believe in this company so much. It is insane what we are doing every day. I'm focused. I'm in the zone. I am laser focused on my next goal because I want the freedom of time. I want the freedom of being with my family and just changing so many lives, y'all. It is sick. Like I have changed more lives than I did in 2 years. And the feeling I get from the people that are like, I don't know what's in these patches, but I feel like Superwoman and I'm not depressed anymore. That's why I get up and do this every day. That's why you may find me with my nose in the computer on a Friday night because I care and because I see the potential. So put your blinders on. Y'all, Christmas is right around the corner, and put your blinders on and get to work because you're worth it, okay? I love y'all. Bye.